Happy Tuesday, folks. Here we are, a little mid-season update video we're going to put together. Going to be, I don't know, 5-6 minutes long here, but we got some cool stuff to share with you that we wanted to get you up to speed with. We're going to go over some fishing stuff, fishing news here first. Then we're going to get into some of the events that have been going on with fundraising with some of our huge events that have been going on with some of our awesome partners out there, and including we've got, of course, our year-end event that'll be going on Veterans Day with the Romans Warrior Foundation. So we'll share some of that. There's some cool giveaways we're going to be doing. You got a chance to cash in on some cool prizes, cool swag, this and that. You're going to want to hear about these. This way you can come down and join us, or you can go online to the website and you can help support these awesome events, awesome causes, helping our nation's warriors and heroes out. So, but first, let's cut into some fishing news here. So, on a rare case, we had a week off, which is fantastic. Gave us a chance to get some admin stuff done, stuff around the house, and a lot of gear tweaking that we've been going through, that we've been trying to finalize up here. We're still up in the air on the motor situation. I like having the options, and of course the New Canoe Unlimited gives you, no other craft gives you as many options and abilities to rig than that vessel right there, the Unlimited. And so we've been running the New Canoe EPS system. That's the Newport Vessel 60-pound thrust, 24-volt. That's a transom mount. And we absolutely love that. Got the foot steering mechanism on it, got the throttle mounted high up on the seat, so that anytime we rotate, the throttle's right with us. Makes it darn near, hands-free fishing there, which is what we've been aiming for. But now we've actually gone and put an XI3, a bow mount XI3 from Motor Guide on there with a wireless foot pedal. My initial thoughts on the foot pedal are not great. The foot pedal is so stiff that it really requires you to really hammer down on it to get it to respond. And that response piece, since it's an actuator deal, it really leads to a lot of overcorrecting with the steering, so you end up swapping around. Plus, I didn't have a rudder on there, so I was getting a lot of fishtailing the boot. So I ended up using a combination of the pedal and the remote, which actually wasn't too bad, because hooking into a fish, I can easily use my foot and tap the anchor mode, or if I'm trolling along a bank, I can easily with my foot just bump the motor a couple times just to keep myself corrected, so I'm staying the proper distance from the shore. But when I'm out long cruising and so forth and steering, I just use the remote because it's a little bit more forgiving on the steering there. So anyway, we're going to mess with that again when we go here to our next event, which is with the national series, the All-American Kayak Series, which is a national trail. We're going to Wilson Lake, Wilson, Kansas. This place, in a few earlier tournaments this year, it took 90+ inches to win this thing. There could be some big fish produced out of this water for sure. It looks like there's some smallmouth and largemouth in this water, so might be dominated by largemouth, but I don't know. We're going to be ready to catch any and everything available to us there. But we certainly will be, of course, you know us, we're going to be in the slops, in the swamps, looking for them big mean greenies as much as we can. So we're there at Wilson for the All-American. Then we come back, we'll get back in early next week, couple-day turnaround, then we're on the road again, back to the Swanson Lake area, because from McCook, 30 minutes this side is Swanson Lake, 25 minutes if you will. But from McCook, if you go 15 minutes north, Red Willow is right there. And Red Willow is said to be a really, really fun fishery. So we'll just have to see what those water levels look like, what the temperatures are like, the whole shebang. We'll mess around and we'll go there. And that one seems to be dominated primarily by the big old green ones. But again, who knows what we find there. We'll definitely go there looking. Some of the tournaments that I saw on it again, high 80 inch, plus we're talking, these are pretty stout bags, you know, that guys are putting together to win these events. So I'm excited for the challenge. That's what the Colorado Kayak Bassmasters, the Red Willow event, is. We stretch out into Nebraska for a couple events over there. So that's the Colorado Kayak Bassmasters. That's our last event with them until the Pueblo State Qualifier, which is super, super exciting. Love fishing the CKB. Those guys are a ton of fun over there to fish with, and we're looking forward to closing out the season with them. As soon as we're done with that, literally the following week, we're back on the road again, and we're heading back to Nebraska, way to the border of Nebraska and South Dakota, in the Missouri River, a section of the Missouri River that's pooled up in there called Lewis and Clark. The Lewis and Clark Lake area up there. This will be our first time fishing the Missouri. Bucket list item, going to get checked off. What we know of the Missouri usually looks pretty muddy. But nevertheless, this area up there that we're going to just looks stunning from the map study that I've been doing, and looking in the area, pictures of the area. Native American reservations all around up there. Lots of rich history, American history up in that area. And so it's going to be a blast. And last year there were a lot of fish caught there with the All-American Kayak Series. So that's exciting as well. So those are our next 3 events we have coming up. We're stoked for that. Come August here, we finally will get a chance to fish with the awesome kayak club, the Colorado Kayak Fishing Club. We're going to bust out our pivot drive, and we'll bust out that thunderstorm colored unlimited, get the pivot drive loaded up on it, and we're going to get out there, because with the CKFC, they don't allow motors in that one, so we'll be pedal drive only, pedal and paddle. We're going to Horsetooth back there, looking to get some redemption for sure. And then also we're going to be going to Boyd as well. So those are some local ones that we're going to get finally a chance to fish with that awesome group of anglers over there. So yeah, we got a busy schedule here. Like I said, it is tournament season. You know, we haven't put out a podcast in quite a while, and that's why, because of tournament season. We'll take some measures next year throughout our late fall, winter. We'll take some measures to make sure we have content that we can drop throughout the year for next season. But we do have some cool stuff lined up on the podcast here. We're looking to try to reconnect with professional angler and our good buddy Matt Steffen. We want to reconnect with professional angler Doug Chapin. We're going to be trying to check in with some of these guys, see how they're doing, see how the rest of the season's going. Maybe if we can reach out there, we might have a chance to speak with none other than the man himself, Mr. Jody Queen. Yeah, so we'll be trying to finish that up. Now, in other fishing news, and the last bit I wanted to share with you here, I'm going to get you the first tidbit here. We are going to be registered up for the final Bass Kayak Series event of the year at Pickwick Lake. Pickwick is where that area is where Roman's Warrior Foundation's new headquarters is located. So we had just a phenomenal deal to be able to connect up with, you know, our family out there, and it made sense for us to have a chance. Now, I will be flat out and honest with you, this is going to be the largest stage we've ever fished on, and obviously in the kayak game, and we're going to have an opportunity here to go against some of the best anglers in the nation, and thoroughly test and see, you know, where our skill set's at for Pickwick. Really like the way Pickwick sets up. I like some of the conditions there. I feel like that's in our wheelhouse. We just got to see if we can be smart enough to find that quality bite, you know what I mean? And we'll see what we can do. So, man, that's at the end of the year. We're doing that in October. That'll be our final event of the year. And if things work out right, we're trying to put this together where we're going to be bunking at an Airbnb with a couple of the pros that are already on that series there. So we'll save to make that announcement later once we've got those details worked out. But at any rate, that's it on the fishing tip for now. We just got done with the Heroes and Horses Hoedown with the Allegiance Ranch and Rescue. Next fundraising big event on the calendar is August 6th, Diamonds and Dog Tags with the Warrior Bonfire program. Go online, check out the website, find out ways you can support this. If you're in the area, it's absolutely an event you want to see. My good friend, Staff Sergeant Justin Patterson is going to be there. He's one of the comedians he's opening up for one of the big headliners there. Going to be an awesome night, to say the least there. Really heartbroken that we can't make it. As you just heard from my tournament schedule, though, it is packed. And these are events I've already thinned it out and reduced down the number of events I've gone to, so I can't thin this out any further than what we have, and if we're going to preserve next season. So, at any rate, August 6th, go online. Like I said, check out the Warrior Bonfire on the social media channels. Check out their website there. Find out ways you can support and help that. The other deal, August 25th, big event coming. August 25th is the Barnyard Jubilee for Operation Equine. This one is going to be a blast there. We'll have the silent auction up there. We'll probably put up a fishing trip for silent auction. Got to get a hold of them and get that all lined up. And maybe we'll throw in 18 holes of golf with that as well. Just to take some folks out, let them see let them get an opportunity to see what type of services we offer to our nation's warriors and first responders that work with us. So, at any rate, that's August 25th, Operation Equine, the Barnyard Jubilee. You don't want to miss that one. Check out ways you can get involved with that one as well, and it's going to be a good time for sure. Then, to finalize the season, November, Veterans Day, none other than Shields, Johnstown, Colorado, is going to be hosting us at the Johnstown Shields location. Is going to be hosting the Romans Warrior Foundation. We are bringing the wall, we're bringing the race car, we are bringing the Stock 22 tour. We got some national recording artists coming in. It is going to be a phenomenal deal, and all of our partners, we have invited them to please come up and join us there. So we'll have the ranch there, Equine, Operation Equine. We'll have the Warrior Bonfire on hand to come up, set up their tables there so that you can be introduced to them as well. These are all organizations we work with and that we partner with. We all have the same mission in mind. We all do something a little bit different, and that's what's super cool about those collaborations like that. So it's going to be phenomenal. Get it on your calendar. You don't want to miss this one. If you live out of state, this might be worth a quick trip in November here to Colorado, is to come check us out here in Johnstown. We're going to have the walls, going to get an escort from the Legionnaires, I believe is who the group is that's going to be bringing us down from the Wyoming border. It's going to be phenomenal. So we're looking forward to that and being involved. So, hey, listen, folks, we're going to get on the road tomorrow for Wilson, so get ready for some Wilson content. We'll get that thrown up there. All-American Kayak Series. You know how much we love fishing with those guys. So this is it's going to be a fun week here, so stick with us. As always, folks, give us a like, a subscribe. That's huge. We need that support. Super helpful. And as always, folks, tie lines. Be safe.